used to do back in the day. People was in parks that were riding bikes, working out, you know, because they couldn't go to the club. And all of a sudden, a year later, they open everything up. They feel like they're owed some type of time back. And the reality of it is, the Most High don't owe you people nothing but death.
That's right.
Straight up, man. Because you lived your life. And the thing of it is, y'all waiting to get back to some form of normalcy just so y'all can continue to live a ludus life. You're not looking forward to being righteous. You're looking forward to being wicked. Because the nigga woman, she gonna twerk even harder. Niggas gonna be more wickeder, shoot more guns. Esau's gonna be more gear. And the list goes on. The wickedness is gonna keep elevating. Like, bro, they're talking about. I was listening on the radio today, and they was talking about with the whole sex shit. They're talking about now that what the fuck they say on the radio, man. Like basically what you were saying, man, about how the mother, how they gonna change the name, and how they gonna help have programs for people that's this gender, that gender. They got masks and shit that got it on there, like the face mask. They're selling it for $30. I mean, they're elevating the wickedness.
Bro. This bitch I just seen at Home Depot just told me she was non-binary, man. I'm like, you obviously a fucking female. What the fuck is that? See, what the fuck does that even classify?
I don't even know what that even means.
Talking about, and it's tripped out because
Spider.
But no, she said she had the same name as her father. I'm like, well, that's because you stupid ass Edomites, you raising up your kids with no gender roles, man. To the point where these children become confused and they don't know what they are as they grow up. You got little girls in the classrooms with little boys, man. What the fuck? That breeds confusion. And they tell little boys and girls that they're equal, so you got a lot of women. That's the people that identify as non-binary are mostly women. Because women aren't put in their role. They go to school and shit, they be fraternizing with other little boys.
That's why I said 90% of women go both ways, man. If she don't, then she tried it before. That's man, look, you'll be a fool to think your woman ain't never kissed another chick, man. I mean, you know, it's fucked up, but that's the society we live in. Because you gotta remember, you gotta understand that your woman's been with people before you, man. And even then, let's just say if she hasn't, you got the whole world that's an influence versus you versus a million people telling her this. She sees it on TV, you know, it's in the radio, it's in the movies and shit. You telling her not to do this, but the world is telling her she can do it. What she's gonna do, who she gonna go with. Because 9 times out of 10, what you saying to her, she ain't trying to hear that shit anyway. You know, that's why a lot of women don't really want to come into this truth for real, because it's too, you gotta be held accountable, man. That's why I went back to the example today. When you don't know, you have somewhat of an excuse, but the scriptures don't validate that. The scriptures say those that's in to know should be beaten with many stripes. So the fact that you even uttered the truth, or you've seen the truth, and you know about the truth, even if you heard it, you're gonna be held accountable for it, man. So that cut that madness that you Jakes are talking about, well, I ain't know. You did know. This is all on TikTok now. Everybody that got YouTube got a page. I mean, you could stumble upon us by accident, man. It's not hard to find a men of the Lord out here. Keep going.
This is Isaiah 24:9. They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it.
Right, and that day when they start really drinking, it's gonna be to fulfill their sorrows, man. It ain't gonna be turning up house music club. Niggas ain't gonna be bumping a new, money bag, yo. You know what I'm saying? Niggas gonna be really drinking to try to keep their mind off the bullshit. Because, hey, like the brother broke down, there's gonna be a mergence between the 3rd and the 4th generation. I mean, the 4th dimension. When you start seeing them chariots, like face to face, that's how you know the Most High done opened up the spirit realm, man. And you ain't even gonna see it. It's just gonna happen. One day you gonna look and you just gonna see shit. You're like, what the fuck did this come from? The Most High literally brought the spirit world to this 3rd dimension, man. Because like we broke down yesterday, the way to get out of here is through portals. You ain't just getting up or going up and getting off here. No, it's portals on the earth. You know? Why you think when the chariots come, they can appear and disappear? It's portals.
It's like when we saw them on Pentecost, when we saw the chariots from Kansas City, they were going this direction. And then that was straight towards the direction of Chicago. And from Chicago, it was coming this way. But we saw the end of it, and it was just teleporting. boom, 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 boom. As soon as we stopped seeing them brothers were seeing them.
That was crazy.
That was wild. Oh! Fuck. And that joint wax. It's a fucking woman.
They're trying to look at us and shit, man. Not paying attention to their fucking road.
Hey, bro, did they damage it? Stupid, dude. Hey, passenger seat though.
She hit that hard, didn't she?
Nah, she
just tapped it.
She tapped
She
it.
just pushed it.
Yeah, pushed it.
Oh, she didn't like damage it.
Hell no.
I mean, I heard it, but
That plastic resilient.
Did she bruise it up? It's all good. Hey, you gotta pay for that.
With your daughter.
That's why women ain't supposed to be driving, man. hey, buddy in the back, you should be driving, man. You ain't supposed to let these women drive. And they know that. You supposed to be driving. You supposed to be leading them, man.
They laughing, they know. Yeah, they know what's up. That passenger though.
They was looking, yeah. Damn demons. Hey, was that already hanging off your car?
Yeah. I'm about to change the whole bottom part out. So
Yeah, my man, I'll make their ass pay for that shit.
it's all good.
Oh, yeah. But anyway, going back. So yeah, man, the spirit, all hell breaking loose. But yeah, keep reading that Isaiah, bro.
So Isaiah 24:10, the city of confusion is broken down.
Confusion. You see, this is all confusion. Non-binary, right? Then how many genders they say it was? Over 200 some genders?
Yeah.
From what I've known, I've just known to have a dick and balls. I mean, if it was another gender out here, we would know about it because we would have came across it as many times we didn't dealt with people. So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never came. I mean, you got some people that don't have shit down there. They were probably born androgynous, but still, overall, you have two primary sexes, male and female. The Most High said, male, he created them. Male and female, he created he them. It didn't number 200 different other sexes in that. What's the whole point? But that's that's Esau. That's why he got to go down, man.
That's right.
Because now the youth, they're behind that shit. You got youth that's classifying as LGBT, 11, 10-year-old girls.
Oh, like Dwayne Wade's son. He's only about what, 11?
He might be a little older.
Like
12, 13.
He's a super mo man.
Straight up.
Super mo man.
Well,
Man.
he claims to be a girl. So he's a T gender, man.
Yeah.
Man, this place gotta fucking be destroyed, man.
That's right.
That's right, brother.
That's right.
We can't wait till the Most High open up on you motherfuckers out here, man.
Yep.
The Most High is about to have you get fatality out here.
Fatality.
That's right.
Heads cut off, all kind of shit, man. Because you completely wicked out here.
Well, it's deserving. Y'all seen the bitch that got pieced up on World Star?
Yeah.
Her shit was all lumped up.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, Star Trek. Bro. And she was still proud, bro. I mean, like, her shit was like literally, bro, she looked like Baraka, man.
She was looking like Avatar and shit.
Your boy Martin on
Yeah,
Tucker. Ooh, that shit.
Hey, she might die from that, bro, because you could tell she had several concussions. Because look, as the knots were protruding, you saw the veins in her head popping out. I mean, somebody literally stomped her shit in, bro. And said she got her ass whooped because she was fucking another dude, man.
Oh,
Which that's bull. You can't whoop her ass over that. But you know, like I said, this is a society of confusion. So in that mindset, oh, you sleeping with my man and put hands on a bitch.
Yeah, but where's the righteousness on the other side, though?
Yeah.
If it's the other way around, nobody cares. You know what I'm saying?
No. Because how many niggas then walked in when they women was in bed with somebody else?
Right.
And you couldn't do nothing about it.
Yeah.
Oh, don't touch her, you gonna go to jail. Be a man and walk away. The manful thing would be to put their ass to death, man.
Right.
That'd be the righteous thing to do.
Right.
You know, like Jake that get caught up in the whole adultery shit. They walk in, a woman is all bent over by another man. Jake killed them, and then he do the smart thing to kill himself.
Yeah.
Right. You know?
Like,
Can't even do nothing.
I mean, shit. It ain't like you gonna go to hell.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, fuck it.
Hey, because Esau gonna put your ass in slavery and make a whole nother bag off of you.
Oh yeah.
You know, for doing the right thing.
Yeah. Esau, and that's the thing though. They broke it down. They said the reason why they lock people up for murder is because you got to pay their debt, because this is a debt-based society. So they even said that you're born $100-some thousand in debt. So let's just say if you off somebody without them paying that debt to society, now you taking on their debt, so that's why they lock your ass up.
Yeah.
It ain't the crime, it's the fact that they can't make money off the motherfucker you just killed. So basically, you go to jail because they can't collect the money off this dead motherfucker, so they get it from you.
Right.
They don't give a fuck about you killing. He killed people all the time. That's what he does.
Right.
This man is a fucking murderer, man. That's why the scriptures call him the red horse.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a warmonger. So killing people, that's nothing. That's a business that Esau. Hell, they eat babies.
Yeah.
You know? It's more, man.
Isaiah 24:10, the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in.
That's right, man, because, hey, you're going to have martial law out here. You're going to have shit boarded up. You're going to have people barricading in their homes. You know, the whole zombie apocalypse, like they even broke it down in the 1990s. That is going to be an inoculation that people is going to take that's going to turn them into a zombified state.
Yeah.
Now this whole Lucifer race with this whole potion they're putting in people, you notice that they're putting the magnets on motherfuckers and they're sticking. You see what I'm saying? So something is going on in these people's bodies that within a couple of years, people are going to start bugging out. That's why it's a lot more accidents now. People they're losing it, man. You know?
That video of that one woman, she just froze up. That little bite. She was talking and she just lost.
Like a fucking bird.
Like she was completely frozen, wasn't moving a muscle.
That's like in a pause button. So, hey, and they had a concert. They got a concert for all the people that's getting vaccinated, man. All the people that got vaccinated. So just imagine all the people that's got max. They finna start dying, man. You're gonna start seeing more funerals, more X, Y, and Z, and they gonna attribute that. See, look, this nigga's biased too.
Yeah, he crawled up. I see him coming around here.
Come on, boy. What's up, man? You look kind of dangerous. That even a spider? That even a spider?
That's the same bug?
Yeah.
It's like some type of grasshopper.
You cool, bro. As long as you don't bite me, bro. You good. You just chilling with the prophets, man. Could be an angel. Who knows? But anyway, so what they're gonna do? They're gonna blame it on the people that didn't get it. So therefore, they can be justified on creating that division. Because at the end of the day, Esau wants to create division. That's why in Texas, they said that you don't have to conceal and carry. You can literally open carry out there with no license, no training. Because when you get a FOIA card, you have to have so many firearm hours in training and shooting. You have to have it registered so you know they can know that you're safe with it. Now any nigga can go down there and just have a gun. And they're doing that purposely because they know that chaos is coming, man. They said prepare for a violent and dark summer. So some getting ready to crack out here.
That's right.
Go ahead, brother.
But 2 Ezra 15 and 10, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
Yep, and the land of Egypt is America, man. All right, because Jake is literally sleepwalking right over the cliff into the river, man. And when they fall into the waters, it's gonna sweep them away. They're not paying attention to the prophecies. They mindset, we got to get back to normal. Let's get the economy open so we can go back to doing father. You know, we got to get back to our clubbing. We got to get back to our daily lives. Let's work the 9 to 5. Squad all that, man. The Most High's getting ready to bring judgment on America. Man.
That's right.
It's overdue. And the fact that they're talking about the economic collapse, the Fed, they just accelerated. They just pushed up the what you call it the hike rate. They just pushed it up because you know how they can extend it out through the quantitative easing. They can kind of have the Fed to relax on the interest rate because QE4. Well, QE4 is getting ready to run out. So therefore the Feds, they accelerated the date that when they're going to start imposing more penalties on shit, man. So therefore, inflation, prices going to rise up. Bro showed a slab of beef ribs for a pack for $110, man.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, bro. It was all her.
The price chopper, the beef ribs, they normally about $15, $20 a pack. This is $60.
See?
Just one slab.
That's crazy.
A beef chop, $30, bro. You see what it's going?
Hell yeah.
One man say shit gets deeper. Get the picture.
Yeah.
So yeah.
A lot of people are gonna be humbled in that day because when inflation sets in, you got $100,000 in your bank account. Your account doesn't appreciate to account for inflation.
Hell
so
no.
whatever things cost is what they cost. So if a hamburger costs $10,000 and you saved up $100,000 thinking you straight,
Right.
then that's your ass. All you niggas that have security, you ain't gonna be able to hire security guards.
No.
their rates are gonna be like 40 grand an hour.
40 grand an hour to protect you. And Jake don't even make that a year.
That's Grand Theft Auto numbers, man.
Yeah.
That's
hyperinflation.
Things are gonna go back to a bartering system for the most part.
Yep. Yeah, we gonna trade your daughter for a loaf of bread. People gonna be giving up their women, their kids. You know, because like he told you about the siege of Samaria, man, when it got so bad, they basically had to take turns eating each other's kids. But what happened was she hid her son.
Yeah, they showed that part in that movie, Awake, when she was traveling in the car and shit. There was like prisoners that all got out of the prison and shit. They was gonna bum rush her for the car. She pulled out the gun and dude was like, said, you know, we'll let you go. Just give me that boy over there. We'll let you go scotch free. Like they want to rape the boy, man. He was looking at him like a piece of meat.
They wanted that boy, yeah.
These people got demons on them.
Prostitution's gonna be the #1 job instantly overnight.
You see down there in Venezuela, man.
You got former doctors, man.
Oh,
10s. Bitches that are 10s down there.
Selling the box for the low, bro. Selling the box for the hot box for the low. I'm talking about a bitch. On an average day, you at least gonna spend 3-4 G's with it, bro. Man, getting that shit for free, man. Yeah. Basically, man, like, look, bitch, I'll take you there and get a #1 on a volume menu. What's good?
Yeah.
And she need it. And that's gonna humble a lot of you bitches out
That's
there,
right.
man. Because you women are fucking proud as all goddamn hell.
Right.
You proud, man. All these hoes out here, they all got a fucking price. And they prices getting ready to get diminished because they ain't worth the price they asking for, man.
No.
Right.
These used up harlots thinking they worth more than gold, man. These women ain't worth a goddamn thing, man. You know?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 9. It says that this is a rebellious people, lying children.
Who is it talking about? These people on this sign right here, man. The Israelites.
How you doing, man?
Y'all Israelites?
Yep.
I was just trying to hear what was going on.
Oh yeah, you good. You can listen, bro.
I didn't mean to disrespect y'all, man.
Nah, you good, bro. Yeah, you can listen. No problem. Yep. Matter of fact, nah, never mind. I was gonna ask you a question. I know somebody hit us up on the comment board. I didn't know if it was you or not.
I've talked to the Israelites before over on 31st and Prospect.
The purple dudes and the purple.
Had them whole thing.
Yeah.
Bro,
You probably dealt with the
They
IUIC.
handed me a paper about something about slavery.
Yeah.
The truth about slavery.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
You gotta go straight,
It's only for Israelite members only.
No, anybody can listen. Yeah, you
No,
can
no,
listen.
listen.
Yeah, you can listen. Yeah.
All right, bro.
I know brother said he was supposed to be coming up here. I forgot, man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
See, part of the camps.
Nah, he was coming over and said he was gonna say he was gonna listen. But yeah, read that again, brother.
This is Isaiah 30 and 9. It says that this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that would not hear the law of the Lord.
That's right, man. Rebellious children, because they come against this understanding and knowledge, man. They don't want to hear it because they so fascinated with black culture. Like, prime example, man, you had some Jakes that say that they went back to Africa, which that's a dumb thing to do, but they went back to Africa because they felt that black culture was death. And I can agree with that because you Jakes ain't got no culture, man. Fucking BT, Players Club, man, fucking drink, that ain't black culture. You know what I'm saying? That ain't black culture at all, man. You know, they give you niggas BET and they put on Belly and Baby Boy all goddamn night. But you niggas think that, oh man, they love
society, boys in the hood. Man, the world is like all into the, what you talking about here?
Yeah. So yeah, Jake, man, this is your culture, your heritage. See, Jake don't want to get into this because Jake afraid to challenge themselves in these scriptures. They don't want to get into this book because they don't have faith that they can understand it. And really because the Lord haven't imparted it to their spirit. Right.
It says, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things.
I got a question for all you brothers up here, man. Have y'all ever been told, I don't want to hear that shit?
Talk about who? Y'all like trying to tell somebody about something about spiritualness or the Lord?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's the devil.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear
Why
that.
don't you want to hear it? Are you a devil worshiper?
Exactly. You know, family members, are you in a cult? How many people that said y'all was in cults?
My mom said I was radical a week ago because I said the white man's the fucking devil.
Right. Yeah.
That's not radical, that's very sane and rational.
Yeah.
Because his actions prove that he's the devil.
I do believe that, but I have a different kind of, it depends on. I met some in the back in the day, the Black Panther movement. There were some white people that rolled right off the Black Panther that believed in the same thing, that equality, civil rights. Yeah,
well,
it shows me the Forrest Gump movement.
Well, you got to understand is you got a lot of agents set up too. You got a lot of moles in there too, man. Now, the thing of that, you say not all white people are the devil. Well, let me validate that. You got so-called white people that is of this nation because of where their fathers were from. Let's just say if you laid down with a Chinese woman, right? Now you pretty, you say you're a kind of brown-skinned man, right? So
I'm interracial. I'm not full-blooded African. I mean, I am interracial, baby. I'm Native American, Japanese, and I'm black. My dad is Japanese and black. I'm Native American.
See, and that's the point I'm making. You only one thing, okay? You what your father is. Your father has a pure bloodline. Okay, you just got to find out where it goes back to. But the case in point, what I'm making is, let's just say if you slept with a Chinese woman, right? Yeah. And then you're a brown-skinned man, and your son sleeps with Chinese women. Eventually, your kid's gonna look like Jackie Chan. But guess who's the father?
Already.
Yeah. But you see, but look at you though. You got the woolly hair, you got the dark skin, because they come out of your loins. So you're gonna have some white people that's in that same predicament. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what we mean. But the whole nation of Edom, which is the so-called white man, they're a bunch of goddamn devils. Every last one of them.
Right.
Edom.
EDOM.
Edom, which means red.
How do you become an Israelite? You can't be in your worldly self. One of them told me, I said, how do I get into this? He said, man, I would try to help you, but I can see you still in your world. I don't know if you see me smoke. Was I smoking a blunt or somewhere? I was like, man, I have bipolar depression. The world's not gonna drive me crazy. I'm gonna have to work out, do something.
Well, he just shut up the kingdom of heaven to you, man.
Yeah.
He just shut up the kingdom of heaven into men because for one thing, you're born into this. You're born an Israelite. You don't just come into it as a religion. This is what you are, but it's an order you follow. It's a lifestyle. Now, you may not be ready to follow the lifestyle per se. Is probably what the brother was saying, but as he was teaching you, he's supposed to show you in the scriptures where smoking weed is wrong and eating certain foods, so therefore you can meditate on it and leave that alone, and then you can renew yourself.
And I think that's wrong. I don't know in the Bible the guy was talking about the herbs from the
herbs
from the ground. I don't think he was talking about marijuana.
No.
I don't think so. It grows from the ground.
No.
It's natural. I don't think that's what he was talking about.
No, who knows? I mean, you got
natural herbs.
You got edible shit out here, but you take it's different. You just got to know how to take the bitter with the sweet.
I'm trying to stop smoking weed. I'm trying. I got to do a lot of change. I mean, I'm getting a little better and better every day, changing. I don't know if other people see. I can see it, but my mom tells me like, you need to get yourself together, like more and more, like be in your kids' lives, instead of in and out. Like she's like, you need to be in their lives, out, not here and there and there and here. Like,
well, the reason why you all over the place. Well, the reason why you all over the place because the Lord ain't imparting to your understanding yet. Yeah. You know, the Lord ain't opened your mind up as to how to be a man yet. So bring that out.
I'm still trying. I'm 37. I'm still trying to learn how to be a man. But yeah, I'm trying to hear it.
Yeah, it is.
This book of Romans 12:2, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Right, by the renewing of your mind, meaning putting out certain old habits. It's not easy, but that's why you gotta pray, man. That's why you gotta try. It's a hard thing, but you gotta. If you really want to do it, you can do it.
I pray all the time. I pray for other people. I pray for myself, my family.
What name you praying?
Like, what God do I pray to?
Yeah. What's his name?
I just pray to God. Like, I don't really. I just pray. I know there's a God. I know this world didn't pop out of nowhere in trees and like the extinction of the dinosaurs and the theory of evolution and like.
So basically, the scripture to the unknown God. That's where it goes into Acts 24th chapter. When you had Israelites out there, they knew it was a higher power. They didn't understand his name. They didn't know his name, so to speak. But see, that's where it comes into learning from your teachers, because we can give you the name of the Lord, but it's just through the Spirit if we're going to give it to you now. We might not give you the name of the Lord. We may want you to meditate on what we're saying. You come back next week, you probably get the name of the Lord. Well, if you go down there with them purple guys, I guarantee you they're not going to give you the name. You should ask them.
What purple guys?
The guys on 31st Street you dealt with.
Those are not real Israelites?
They're Israelites, but they don't teach the
But when he told me that, I'm like, you should be able to tell, even if somebody's in their worldly self, you should be able to take them and show them the right way, especially if they're one of them. No,
well, you gotta watch.
But he told me,
be careful
I can't
with
help
some
you.
of these camps you go to.
He told me I can't help you.
You gotta come across the right teachers, because some of these camps out there, they're only there to get members for money's sake. They'll tell you're an Israelite, and they'll give you the basics of what you are on the sign. But a lot of these camps, it stops there.
Yep.
They don't go further to tell you what can you do to better yourself and get closer to the Lord. They're just concerned with getting members. To get some money to get you to stand up there.
Yeah. When he told me that, I said I would never ever tell anybody that I can't. I would never ever. I believe in the pay it forward movement. I wouldn't smell too great when I came out here. I have no money in my pocket. I got like $30, $40. I just learned how to hustle. Somebody just went and bought me out of this car. I had to clean myself up. Now everybody will try to get my hair braided or something like. It's not about looking presentable. Like present yourself. Like I'm not trying to look for no woman or nothing. Like maybe like nobody wants to be what. Everybody gets lonely, like man, but like, what was I saying? I had to remember what I was saying. What was I just saying?
Hey, hold on, you rambling. Let just listen, all right?
Yeah.
Don't say nothing, just listen.
Yep.
All right, this is the book of Ephesians 5, and I'm gonna start at verses 26. It says that he may sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word. That's the baptism, man. So you got to get into these scriptures, man. You got to meditate on these scriptures, and you got to put that old nature off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you got to listen. You know, I mean, you coming up and you got a story we all do. But honestly, man, we're not really interested on hearing every detail of what you went through in your life because we'll be up here all day. We just here to tell you, look, you're an Israelite, repent, and come back to the law, statutes, and commandments, man. That's it.
Welcome to these 666. I've heard about that.
Read on further with the scripture. It says, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God.
That means that the Spirit is moving in you, man. If you can put off that old nature, that shows you right there that the scriptures is true, man. Because we all have done it. Now it's true, we do struggle, we all backslide. Yeah. Every man up here is guilty of sin. I don't give a damn. Yeah. If you ain't that man right there, hey, you got something. The Lord got something against you, man. You see what I'm saying? Everybody up here that you see is fell short. We done dumb shit. Fucked up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But the thing of it is you keep going, you dust yourself off, and you keep going, man.
Right.
Because we ain't like these assholes out here that just go blatantly do fuck shit. Like you got niggas out here tonight that's gonna set up a sting and go rob some other people, man. Rob their own people. That's all. You're gonna have another man that's gonna sleep with another man's wife. You're gonna have another man that's gonna go inside another man's rectum hole. Which that's against the scriptures.
I'll shake my head.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's the book of Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish, they have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding.
And you know what sottish means? Sottish means stupid, extremely stupid.
Ignorant?
Stupid, no. Stupid and ignorant, two different things. Ignorant just means not knowing. Stupid just means you just don't give a fuck.
Right.
Like right now, right? Like you're ignorant of the name of the Most High. Doesn't mean you're dumb or stupid. It's just because nobody has educated you on that. But sottish is stupid because our people, they seek after the glory of these other people, these heathens, when the scriptures tell them how to do right and to reap blessings unto themselves. The Lord like, why the fuck would you eat pork or why would you eat catfish when it's full of toxins, but you can eat grouper, trout, you can eat salmon, all the good fish.
But catfish is the dirtiest motherfucking that they eat off the
they're bottom feeders. They're bottom feeders. They're basically sea pigs.
You're putting that in your body.
Exactly. So why would you do that, man?
I want to stop eating catfish. Yeah, I love fish.
Yeah.
You see, stop eating catfish.
Yeah.
It says, they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge.
They're wise to do evil, man. Like, hey, a nigga can tell you on how to break down a kilo of coke right now.
Oh, really?
But
Really?
hold on, let me finish.
Yeah.
A guy can teach you how to break down a key of coke like that, or how to mix this potion with that potion, but yet he can't tell you the name of the Lord, or he don't know the law, statutes, and commandments, man. You see what I'm saying? So that's why they probably said what they said up there. But nonetheless, this is how you get back to the Lord, bro. Know that you're an Israelite. Believe that. Now, you got to repent, and you got to ask the Lord to clean you up.
Yeah.
That's the next step. Because you can be an Israelite all day and still be wicked and be destroyed. You know? Right. Because I'm going to tell you like this, man. There's a lot of people that know they're Israelites, they're not going to make it, man.
That's right.
Right.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
this is the book of going into, you said you're trying to smoke. This is what the Lord knows about smoking. This is why it's important that you want to stop. Because now you got to learn what's right from wrong. Why is smoking weed an issue? This is the book of Ezekiel 8:17. It says, then he said unto me, hast thou seen this, O son of man? Is it a light thing to the house of Judah that they commit the abominations which they commit here? For they have filled the land with violence, and have returned to provoke me to anger, and lo, they put the branch to their nose.
Right, man. I mean, you can say like, what do dudes when dudes smoking trees? What they do? They call it trees, right?
Trees.
Yeah, and see what's trees. Yeah. You know, I mean, that's going into worshiping different idols and so forth. But hey, we could become an idol, you know, just by smoking it. Because Jake, man, when they dealing with them spirits and shit like that, they rolling up, all types of shit happen.
Can I say something? This is a tree. I don't know why the fuck people started calling smoke weed trees.
Well, they call it trees
it's a plant.
because it's a plant.
That's a tree.
Well, yeah, because it's green.
Yeah.
They look at the concept of vegetation. They call it trees because of the color.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the once they roll, it looks more like a fucking branch, man.
Right.
It's brown.
Plus, by the time it grows, it gets such height and stature, it begins to look more and more like a tree too. You know, so that's why they get the nickname blowing trees. You know, branch to that nose, because what it does is it opens your mind to another dimension of demons and portals. You really get possessed when you start doing poisoning your body. When you poison yourself enough demons will hop on you.
And the thing of it is, when you're smoking it, you put it in your lungs. It's fucking your lungs and you catch cancer from that shit. It's a way to do everything, man. You know what I'm saying?
Catch cancer from smoking too much weed?
Yeah, because the smoke is destroying your lungs. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that shit coats your lungs, and on top of that, really what it does is it causes you to have a very short temper, because you're cutting off those chemicals that your brain naturally produces on its own to cause you to feel relaxed. So when you're constantly smoking, you're telling your brain you don't need to make those endorphins to cause you to relax no more, because you're putting an outside substance in to replace that. So what happens when you stop smoking, you become real irritable, real jittery.
When you have it, irritable.
Very, very short temper.
Yep.
That also goes in that scripture says that land of violence.
Alcohol got the same effect.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why people turn alcoholics. That's like one of the worst withdrawals you can go through. Because you're not supposed to overuse anything. Anything in this world that you overuse and abuse can become harmful for you, even if it is lawful. You know what I mean?
Gluttony.
Right, exactly.
Greedy.
Yep.
Is there like a, well, they handed me like, is there a book pamphlet I could get to read up on, like
The scriptures,
Do I
man,
have
that's
to buy
the
one?
best menu.
just a regular Bible? Is there a certain
Preferably KJV. You know, as well as
KJV?
we deal with the Apocrypha and shit, which
I've heard somebody say the Apocrypha. Yeah, to get the Apocrypha.
yeah, it's
They
What is
said
that?
this is
It's
the
the same
Apocrypha.
thing.
The Apocrypha is the Bible. This is the Bible. This is the books that they took out of the Holy Bible here.
yeah.
Now, if you go to like the book of Esther, and you notice it cuts off in the Bible, it picks up in this book here. So, prime example, right? So, technically speaking, this book, look, belongs in the middle of this. Basically, this book comes out of the Bible.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
something.
It's a part of the original.
It's part of
King
the Bible.
James
Can I count this? Show me that front of that book. Can I count the points and the stars? When I was locked up, I was a Moorish science simple. 5-point star, no 6, 5. I forgot, man. I haven't been a Moor. I was a Moor. Yeah,
but we not.
Nah,
dealing,
yeah, I was trying to see. Yeah, that's
we're
not
not
the same
dealing
thing.
with that. Hell no.
Yeah,
we don't deal
that's
with that.
different. That's
We
different.
can stick to the script, man.
Yeah.
We don't deal with that. But anyway, what you got, brother? You got something?
Yeah, I got First Peter.
Bring that out. Bring that out.
It's 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 17. It says, "For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High?" So that judgment, the judgment that the Lord is talking about is what's about to happen on earth. You know, if you ever watch a lot of these like Resident Evil, or like Wake, or like them kind of like post-apocalyptic kind of movies and stuff, that's about to happen, man. So a lot of people are going to get put to death. It actually outlines part of the plagues in the book of Matthew chapter 24, because the disciples asked the Lord what's going to be happening before he came. So it would be wars, famines, pestilence, which is like a disease, a sickness, right? All these things are going to happen, and that's the Lord's judgment. He's judging people for coming against this word, because the scriptures are a manual to how to treat the earth, really, how to live, conduct yourself. But most of the earth, they're against these scriptures. They walk opposite according to the scriptures. Like you got Pride Month, which promotes, you know, homosexuality, all that stuff, right? That's against the word. But the way they push it here is like it's righteous and clean. The Lord he upset with that. So that's why the Lord is going to bring judgment. And you know, the first people that the Lord gave these scriptures to was the Israelites. And And if you know anything about the Israelites, it's the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? That's who we are. We're the Israelites. So when you look at our people, they're doing the same thing everybody else is doing in the church, which is idolatry, worshiping another god, which would be that dude right there, white Jesus. That's idolatry. That's against the scriptures. You can't make an image of a fake god and worship that, man. You see? Yeah. So that's why this judgment is about to happen. So if you are aware to the fact that, okay, things are about to get crazy, the most positive mindset would be, okay, what can I do? What can I do to avoid that? And this is right here. That's why the Lord sent us out here. It's a spiritual calling to those that want to get right. You know, because we ain't concerned with the masses. You know?
This is the book of Isaiah 30:20. It says, "And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers."
That's right. You're seeing the teachers up here, man. You know, this is your teachers. Man, you see up here prophets.
Right.
And you know, the spirit, man, I'm gonna say something to you. You know, and I noticed that when you came up, a lot of times they say people deal with angels you don't really know. That's why you treat everybody accordingly. But you know, I read your spirit. Now, with that being said, man, you know, you want to clean yourself up because you got a lot of unclean spirits on you. I mean, you pretty much admitted that, but you got a lot of unclean spirits on you, man. And I think you kind of know that. You see what I'm saying? So you need to do some detoxing spiritually and physically, man, and try to ease your mind down. Yeah, huh? Well, I mean, yeah, you know, and get into this word, man. Yeah, get into the word.
Yeah, there's more to life than sitting around. I'll tell you the truth, man. I'm helping my brother out. He sells dope, but I gotta check. I don't know if that's the right place for me to be, man. Anything can happen. The police can come, people watching. I mean, he said it to the back where you go to the backyard. It's not in the front anymore. You knock on the back. Hey, man. I was gonna say something.
Look.
Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. You know what I was gonna say.
Look. Brother just read the scriptures. 1 Peter 4:17. Judgment starts in the house of Israel. You don't want to get caught up in that, man. Because, because I'm going to tell you like this, man. The Lord can require you tonight, man. You got to walk away from that shit, bro.
That's why I need to take, I snapped out on the down in Van, bro. I said, hey, man. I said, man, I don't want to say this. I said, you niggas and bitch better watch who you talk to around here. You don't know me. I'm a guest and still. I'm not from down here. I'm not from Van Brunt. I'm from 10th Street. I'm from the down block. Don't make me get ugly out in this
See, that's not, but to see.
And I got a lot of people to live right here.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Keep on testing me, playing with me, and I'm a show. This is shot, I'm a show.
That's not what we're talking about.
That's why I had to get away from it. I'm in up in jail. I'm already failing. I've been in jail for domestic violence, second-degree assault. Had to go stop my baby mama, say she wouldn't keep her hands on. I'm not a woman beater. I've just been through some shit. I'm not the same Purvis Wilson I used to be, kind-hearted. I'm willing to give a shirt off somebody. I'm still like that. Give somebody, I'll get a home first, like $25. Willing to do anything for anybody, just scared, timid. I've changed. Boy, I was scared. I gotta get away from Van Brunt. I need to hear that.
This is the book of James 1:19. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. Right now, you need to meditate on this. You gotta be slow to speak, slow to wrath. Yeah. You gotta humble yourself down and get your teachers. We're not saying we're gonna reject you like the other brothers did. Yeah. We're saying is you gotta be born again. You gotta dump everything you thought or think you know about the world, and you gotta be retaught like a baby gotta be taught. You got children, right?
You got 3 kids. I have 4 stepbrothers.
You gotta teach them how to walk. You gotta teach them how to say every single word they learn. That's the same thing when you come across this message, these scriptures. So we say when you gotta go home and cleanse yourself up, that means you need to go home and first you gotta fast. Looking at fast, go on a water fast, go on a vegan fast. Don't eat nothing for like 30 days, 60 days if you can.
30 days,
as long as you can.
No.
Waters, but that's just an example of a fast. I'm not saying you have to do that. Yeah. I'm just telling you the ways that you can when it comes to fasting. You might want to start for 2 days, 7 days, and then take a break off the fast. Do it again later on, but you gotta cleanse yourself. You gotta get rid of all the demons and spirits, like smoking, change your diet, going to learn what it means. What the correct diet is in the scriptures. There's certain foods you can eat, certain foods you can't. Like, for example, you're not supposed to eat pork. We've already told you about catfish. You're not supposed to eat crab either. All this is in the scriptures.
Shrimp. That's usually the main ones that our people are into, like
crawfish,
pork, catfish, that seafood shit.
Lobster.
And catfish, man. Lobster,
Bottom
crab.
feeders. Can I tell you, James, what I was gonna say? Now, I used to be a real stand-up. Prison changed me a lot for the worse. And I'm telling you,
That's the purpose of prison.
prison changed me out for the worse. It can do for the better or worse. But I said, man, I keep testing me around here. I'm one of the coolest dudes around down on Van Brunt. You keep on testing me, and I'm gonna tear a lie out. This time when I go to prison, it's gonna be for a really good reason.
Well,
it's
we
gonna
gonna
be for a really good reason.
Well, hey, brother.
But I'm not trying to go there. I'm trying to hear this.
Well, yeah. Well, we gonna finish these scriptures, man. What
Yeah.
you got? You got more on that? That's it on that. That's it. You got something, bro?
I had a quick appreciate.
I got something after you. Yo, read that.
Yeah.
This is Psalms 111 and 9. He sent redemption unto his people. He hath commanded his covenant forever. Holy and reverent is his name. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. And a good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praise endureth forever. So the brother was saying, one good thing that'll help you stop is understanding what's getting ready, the judgment that's coming. When you fully understand what's getting ready to take place, it'll be a lot easier for you to put away some of these things. You have to understand all of this is temporal and it's vanity. When the Lord starts judging people, man, you're gonna look at the things that you're into. It's like, why was I doing this? When you see what the result of it is, it goes back to fearing the Most High.
And that spirit, you was just mentioning how mad you was at the other stop, how this get you turned up. Lord ain't dealing with that spirit, bro.
Carnality.
My anger. I have a really bad anger.
Getting angry,
problem.
getting something to prove. The Lord don't care about none of that. He don't care about none of that. You telling all them people, don't test me, I'll do. The Lord don't care
Keep
about.
on playing with me.
He don't care about none of that. He's not dealing with that
The
spirit.
scriptures say a soft ass you turn away wrath, man. If you're gonna be in that spirit, you need not to be around that, like you said.
Yeah, I need to separate myself.
Yeah, if that's the whole thing about being holy, to be separate. If you gotta be in that spirit, you don't need to be around that because, like I said, prison that makes people a lot worse. Prison does not rehabilitate people when they right mind.
Correct you.
So check this out. This is the book of 1 Peter 2:1. It says, "Wherefore, laying aside all malice and all guile means uncleanness, filthiness. It says hypocrisies and envies and all evil speakings, as newborn babes desiring the sincere milk of the word that ye may grow thereby." As a newborn baby, man. So what does newborn babies do? They drink the milk off their mother's breast because they're not strong enough to consume whole food.
Yeah.
And that's how it is coming into this truth, man.
I was breastfed.
Yeah, so therefore, coming to this truth is baby steps, man. Start off by reading the book of the law, go into the dietary laws. Because like I said, you can tell you got unclean things going on with you. Once you go to Leviticus, the 11th chapter, and read about what you can and what you can't eat, and start there. Because honestly, they say you are what you eat. The more toxic foods you put in your body, the more you react, apparent to those foods, man. They say you are what you eat. So if you eat a lot of toxic, a lot of grease and shit, your diet dictates your behavior, your aggressiveness. So if you put more greens and vegetables and lean meats and so forth and drink a lot of alkaline products, your body will start to heal itself and your mind will have more clarity, man.
Yeah. Can I say one thing? You just said something that reminded me to teach myself. Dang, I forgot, man. I keep hearing this screaming, yelling. But I was gonna say something. Now I forgot. I get distracted too much yelling. I forgot what I was gonna say to you. Something related to this.
Yeah. But anyway, we just gonna finish with it. Go ahead.
Yeah.
This is Matthew 18:1. At that same time came the disciples unto YAHAWASHI, saying, "Who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven?" And YAHAWASHI called a little child unto him, and set him in the midst of them, and said, "Verily I say unto you, except ye be converted and become as little children, you shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven."
That's right. So that means you gotta be as a baby again, man, in your mind. Doesn't mean get on your four legs and crawl and suck on a pacifier. I know it means we're learning everything. We're learning everything because every brother up here, we had to relearn what we were taught. Like some brothers come out of the Christian church, we had to squat all that. Dish that stuff away and relearn that, man. That's the whole concept of being reborn. You see? Because hey, you got a lot of activity going on out here. And that's what happens when you edify. When you edify, then Satan comes, But yeah, you have to relearn everything you was taught. You gotta put the weed down, you gotta put the bad food down. And it don't happen overnight. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, man, people throw this stuff at you, it becomes overwhelming because nobody tells you the steps or nobody walks you through the increments. You have to literally, it's baby steps, man. find ways to read stuff to take your mind off certain distractions, man. You just said you got like a porn addiction or some shit. You might have to delete all that shit out your phone, man. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, then you're gonna fall back into temptation. And you're gonna end up watching it, man.
From my experience.
Yeah, you got it, bro.
It's the book of Luke 14, chapter 14, verse 23. And the Lord said unto the servant, go out unto the highways and hedges and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled. The reason why I'm bringing that scripture out, because you got to learn what a real church is, what a real message. A lot of us are brought up teaching that you got to go to a building and then go in there and get some water dumped on you, and that's the place of church. The real place of church, the Lord tells you the description specifically of where you're supposed to hear it. So I don't know if you knew it or not, but you actually just stepped into the sanctuary. More than 2 or 3 are gathered in His name, so you are now actually in the church. So now you know what a church is. Now you need to know where you need to come to continue to learn to help that process to cleanse yourself, because you're not going to be able to get it on your own. You do have to take action to get it on your own, though. You actually got to go home and read. Go get you a King James Version Bible. You know, there's a lot of places you can go get it for free. Some of these churches will give you a Bible for free. You know, get you that and just start reading. Like the brother said, start with the book of Leviticus.
I want to get the one that you have. I don't know if the
This is called the property. You're gonna need that too.
I don't know where I can get that from.
Barnes and Noble.
Barnes and Noble.
Okay.
But check this out. This is the book of 1 Corinthians 6, and I'm gonna start at verses. Let's start at 15. It says, "Know ye not that your bodies are the members of the Christ? Should I then take the members of Christ and make them members of an harlot? God forbid." You see, harlot goes into like whores, different doctrines, so to speak. So technically, you don't belong to you. But the point I'm making is, it says, "What ye know not that which is joined unto a harlot is one body? For two said he shall be one flesh, but he that is joined unto the Lord is one spirit." You see what I'm saying? So basically what it's saying is the fact that your body is the temple, it's the church. You are the church. This is the church here. It's not some type of building or cathedral that you go and pray on a service. No, that's wicked, that's demonic.
Yeah.
This is the real body right here, it's spiritual. You see? You got something, brother?
That made me think of the scripture as it goes into the great gold fix. Got all them Edomites up there.
Yep.
And that's how it's gonna be in the kingdom, though. You know, the Edomites, you're not gonna get close around us. You have to watch.
That's right.
You have to watch Israel counsel. You're gonna be mad. You're gonna be salty too.
Well, that's in Revelation. About the read about the
outer temple.
Yep.
Yeah,
The outer court. Oh yeah, they like fascinating. They over here. So yeah, matter of fact, you got something on that?
I got
Just a little bit more.
it says, verse 24 says, "For I say unto you that none of those men which were bidden shall taste of my supper." And there went a great multitude with him, and he turned and said unto them, "If any man come to me, hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple."
That's good on that point. Psalms 118.
This is Psalm 119 and verse 9. It says, "Wherewithal shall the young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto, according to thy word." So that's how you get cleansed in your mind, man. Is by taking heed to the words of the Heavenly Father.
I need the whole
Because
thing.
that's the main point of defilement, is what's in your mind. Like our people grew up, like I mentioned, Christianity, Islam. You know, they think that they Black Americans. So those frames of mind is what dirty you up in the sight of the Lord. So the way that you clean yourself up is by listening to the word, as is brought out by the prophets. You know what I mean?
148.
So you know, it's a process. You know, it's not something that happens instantly. Like you're not just gonna leave here and you just automatic, you super Israelite. You know, it's a process. The Lord deals with you when He needs. But as far as you know, what you do, you have to speedily try to get on the right track, because the time is short, man. Any day now, it could be a major disaster. What much worse than this whole
The end of the world is coming.
pandemic, man.
The end of the world is coming. Don't nobody know when it's coming. It's coming. I didn't want to hold you gentlemen up. I kind of got like a point of somewhere I got to be, but man, I wish I had more time. But man, hey man, when I walk, man, I gotta change, bro. If I don't change, bro, I'm in the back of prison, bro. Somebody hurt somebody, bro. My brother, I know he needs my help, bro. I can't get caught up in that drugs and shit, man. Please, they ask me how many times, bro. I need to go see my kids, my mom. Hey, bro, I gotta change, bro. Hey, now I gotta change, bro. I'm gonna end up back in prison, bro. I'm gonna end up back in prison, bro. So I'm gonna hurt somebody. That's not even me.
Right. Yeah, you know what?
Yeah, but I gotta change, bro.
Put the Most High
I gotta
first.
change, bro. I'm gonna hurt somebody. I don't wanna hurt nobody, bro. Yeah, nah. Gotta change, bro. I gotta get out of here, though. But I appreciate you letting me. Y'all hear me, man? You gotta change, man. I hate to be so emotional. I just got bipolar, bro. I gotta change, bro. I don't wanna hurt nobody. I don't wanna hurt nobody. Be in prison again, bro. Y'all be alright. I just gotta change.
Separate yourself.
Oh man.
Separate yourself.
Shit, boy, I gotta change, boy.
Pray on me, bro.
Y'all just man. Hey man, I thank y'all. Have a good day, man.
All right, man. Shalom.
Be safe.
All right, man.
Be out here every Saturday, man.
Yeah, thank you,
Every
man.
Saturday.
All right, man.
Appreciate it.
Yep. This is the book of Psalms 34 and 17. It says, the righteous cry and the Lord heareth and delivered them out of all their trouble. And this is why we're up here, because we were crying out to the Most High even when we didn't even realize it. I remember it was times, man, that like this weird shit happened. This before I even learned the truth. Like it was this weird, freaky stuff that happened. Like you just been catching hell, like everybody coming against you. And I remember I used to just sit outside and look up. I'm like, damn, God. That's when I called him. God didn't know his name. I'm like, why me? Like, why am I going through all this stuff? I'm just trying to do the right thing, you know? And then years down the line, here we are in the faith, and it makes a lot of sense now. Verses 16, it says, the face of the Lord is against them that do evil, but it says to cut off the remembrance of them from the earth. No, Salakia. 18, the Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such that be of a contrite spirit. All right, and shit, he's contrite right now, you know. And just hopefully he can get it. Who knows? You know, maybe, you know, the Lord may clean him up a little bit and lead him back up here and he can get the name of the Most High. The Lord is dealing with him. He'll come back up here and then, you know, he'll get the name. You know, but right there, he already knows that he needs to make certain changes because, I mean, you know, he got unclean spirits on him, obviously. He has a lot of unclean spirits on him. But somewhere in Jake's spirit, they still try to find that spark, so to speak. Because that's in our spirit. We have a zeal for the Most High. Go ahead.
The book of Galatians 5 and 17 says, for the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary to one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would.
It's a constant battle, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometime on the Sabbath, man, sometimes you may slip up and do some craziness. Oh, fuck. You know, or sometimes you just get in that spirit of rebellion. You just do stupid stuff. You don't realize it's always a war. It's so hard to shut your flesh down because it's this shit. You bondage by it, man. That's why we got to get delivered. It's kind of like Venom and a symbiote. You know, Eddie Brock and you got the symbiote, man. The alien, he's constantly battling with it. Venom want to do some crazy shit, and then Eddie Brock like, I can't do that. But he gives in into it, and then before you know it, they're in one compliance. And when you at that point, it's a little bit too late for you because you done already gave a provision of sin, you know? So that's why you got to walk very careful walking this thing. That's why I tell brothers all the time, man, you know, hey, they say pick your poison, but hey, you just got to know how to walk your walk without being etched by everything out here. Like, it's a beautiful thing. Like, I'm not from here, you know what I'm saying? But let's just say if I stayed back in the city where I was from, who's to say that I was able to focus on the truth? So it's a blessing coming out to a place that I ain't know nothing about and being able to focus, because when you're around a certain element you used to, like he said that, oh, he's around that element, it's hard for him to not help. So it's hard, bro.
Got another precept back you up.
Yep.
Book of John 16 and 13. Howbeit, when he, the Spirit of truth, is come, he will guide you into all truth. For he shall not speak of himself, but whatsoever he shall hear, that shall he speak, and he will show you things to come.
Hey, and that's why, you know, these other camps don't have an excuse to not have all the truth, because it said the Spirit of truth shall come in and guide you to all truth. So why is it that you got camps that say that they don't know the name of the Lord? That's BS. That's because the Spirit's not dealing with them. They don't have the Spirit of truth. They got the spirit of Satan.
That's right.
You know?
Because, like, if you ain't got the name of the Lord, you shouldn't be out here teaching. Because that's the first thing. That's the foundation behind the whole consensus, man. How you going to be out here teaching about something you don't know? That's stupid, man. That's a moron right there.
That's right. And this is Galatians 5 and 16. It says, this I say then, walk in the Spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh.
I mean, it's always in the spirit. Not saying you ain't gonna go off and commit certain things, but when you constantly in the spirit and you know what way to do and what way not to go, you ain't gonna be making dumb decisions.
Yeah, like
now,
adultery.
Yeah. Now you have gray areas. Now Satan will get a little trick. He get sly on you. He'll put you in a predicament that you question, like, wait a minute, is this going off or is it not? Right. But I feel like if you gotta question it, don't even do it. It might be on the safe side, just like, fuck it, I ain't gonna do it. You know, because hey, that show you that the flesh is wicked, man. Because you be looking for reasons to indulge in your flesh. You call the brothers, hey, is this lawful? Can I do that and that and that? Brother, like, come on, man. You know that shit is off. Don't be doing that, man. Because your flesh be trying to convince you, like, man, nah, bro. But then the spirit, like, I don't know, you might want to double check. You know? Yeah. So, yeah, man, we got to get out of these bodies. These bodies is straight hell, man.
I love that y'all preach in love. Like, more than anything, like, kudos.
Yeah.
Have a great day,
we
okay?
preach hate too, man. Yeah. We hate Edomites.
That's right. That's right.
That's right. You see, you come over here trying to doctrine check. Who the hell are you to doctrine check and you preaching love more than anything else? Like, why would you even say that if you know we didn't curse out your people, man? Man, these people are weird, man.
You ain't saying nothing about love, though.
You know why they want to preach love? Because they ain't show us no love.
Hell no.
They ain't show Jake no love, man.
Right.
So therefore they want everybody to preach this love kick to appease them because they ain't got no love in their spirit.
Right.
You sit up here, you shoot a man that's sleeping in a car 26 times, but you come to me about preaching love? Where's your love at, man?
Yeah.
That's right. Are you the brother from the comment board?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the spirit. I called him up because when he came up, I was like, it's a brother from the comment board that's supposed to be up here. Then he popped up.
Yeah, I'm from Houston.
Houston.
I came up here about 4 days ago.
Really?
Working up here.
Oh yeah? You working up here?
I'll be up here like for 4 months.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. How long you been
on and off, 8 days and 6 days off.
Okay. How long you been inquiring about the truth, man?
Since 2015.
Really? So you've been watching GMS the whole time?
No. I started off with IUIC, just like everybody else. You know, you getting into it. But a partner of mine,
Not me.
that passed. He was, I think he was from IUIC.
Okay.
And anyway, he gave me a flyer, and I kept that flyer for like 6 months. I'm out here, you know, just doing everything.
Yeah.
And so I went to the car wash, and normally I don't throw away, you know, spiritual stuff, Bibles, whatever.
Yeah.
So I was about to throw it away. I said, no, let me go ahead and hold on to it. So I said, let me go ahead and take my ass on in the house and see what this is all about.
Yeah.
And I never sat at my kitchen table 6 straight hours. Till my mind was just blown.
Wow.
And I knew YAHAWASHI wasn't no white man, but I had truth. I had multiple truth in the Bible.
God.
And then the angels and, you know, Yahweh, you know, all, you know, people, all, you know, black, so-called black.
Yep.
So, and all the stories that I heard from other camps such as yourself and, you know, everyone else, how your family's gonna deal with you.
Yeah.
You know, me and my father, and I never argued with my father, but when I did, I was hurt behind him. But, you know, I just went on and I just had to leave him alone. But I'm still in my father's life. Never, you know, I never, you know, went against my father or anything like that. But it's just a little argument what caused me to feel bad. But anyway, long story short, your family and your friends, you know, some of them will agree to it, and a lot of them, they're going to go against you.
Oh, yeah, that's
so
facts.
I tell a lot of my lady friends, listen, you know, dealing with this chip, you know, starting out with the shot or whatever, but dealing with the chip, you say one thing, then when it come down, you can't feed your baby and your baby's crying.
Right.
You know,
bro. That's right.
Fact, you know,
they talk all that stuff, when it's reality staring you in the face, oh, you like, oh man, what I'm gonna do?
Right. I told her, I said, you know, I have a 19-year-old daughter. And I said, if she was a baby and she was crying, I had to take the chip, she would just die.
Right, exactly.
The thing is, the child not mine no way. They're from
the Most High. So we live our lives to please the Most High anyway.
Right.
So if the Most High have you in that position where you want you to starve or your child, you just got to go through it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But more than likely, because the scriptures also say, as we hold out being of the elect, you worship the Most High. We'll have food. We'll have water. That's going to be something that these heathens don't have to worry about, man. They're going to be fucked up because the Lord is going to force them to get it just so they can get hit with missiles. The scriptures tell you that it's in Revelation, is the 14th chapter, it said those that worship the beast or receive his image, they're going to be burnt with fire before the Lamb. So the Lord wants them to be in that spirit of desperation.